So just wanted to go over how I want the Google Drive set up. And I set up Kyle's account, so let's go ahead and look at his. What he has is an assessment folder, a classwork folder, and a homework folder. And so for the rest of you, if you haven't done it yet, I want you to create those folders in your Google Drive account. So you're going to right click and say new folder, call it assessments. Right, and hit create, and you'll do the same thing for classwork, and you'll do the same thing for homework. And so all the work that we do in class is going to go here in classwork, and you can see Kyle's, he's done it exactly. What you want to do is when you open up BlueJ, right, and you create your class and you compile it and you run it, what BlueJ is going to do is it's going to create a folder on your desktop. I believe it might be in a different location, but I think it should be on your desktop. That's going to contain a set of files that have to do with the running of the code, and it's also going to contain a file that contains your code, right? So if I go ahead and take a look at this guy, I have all these different files here, and this is the one I'm really looking at, but I actually do want all of them. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the folder, and then I'm just going to double click on this package.bluej, which is going to open everything up in BlueJ, and then I could run the file. Right. So what I need you to do is to go ahead and just drag the folder from your desktop or wherever it lies into your Google Drive folder, and voila, we're good to go. Right. And so what you want to do is make sure the name of your class is, and that means the name of your project is going to be the name of the assignment. So the first one was My First App, the second one P1A, P1B, P1C, P1D, P2A, and so on, right? So it's just easier for me to navigate through, and we're going to do that. And then the homework exercises are going to be from Blue Pelican, the textbook, right, that PDF document that I shared you guys on. And so yesterday's homework was chapter 1's From Me to You project, right? So you can see here Kyle's already gone ahead and done the project. It's very short, like 4 lines of code, and he dragged it into the Google Drive folder. So one thing I would want to change is, let's go ahead and rename this guy chapter 1, or let's do 01 From Me to You, and say okay. Right, so it's just easier for me to navigate again. And then if you don't have this, I want you to have a homework document, right? And so why do I want you to have a homework document? It's because some of the chapters in Blue Pelican, let's see if I have it here, Blue Pelican, no, okay. So if you, that's not right. So if we come over here to the Blue Pelican textbook, you could see that chapter 1 at the end of it had a project that you had to code, right? But you'll also notice, like in chapter 2, it does not have a project that you need to code. It has a set of questions that you need to answer, right? So here's chapter 2, and here are the exercises at the end of chapter 2. And so what I want you to do is go ahead and answer these questions in a Google Doc in the homework folder, right? So you just make a new Google Doc, and you call it homework. And then when you open it up, you'll type in your answers in here, right? So chapter 2, and you'll have your chapter 2 answers. And then when we're moving on to chapter 3 or chapter 4, you're going to put that above chapter 2. So we're going to go like reverse chronological here. And then, yeah, I think we're good to go. And then assessments are going to go in here. So the assessments are going to be projects that I asked you to code in class, right? So different like problems. So you'll code it in class, and then when you're finished, you'll go ahead and drag it into your assessment folder. And that's about it. Okay, one last thing is over here in the student accounts. No, over here, I shared you on this links document. And what I want you to do here is to copy the link. So I want you to copy the link to your classwork folder here, copy the link to your homework folder here, and your assessment folder here, just so it's easier for me to access your files, right? I'll just go to this document, I'll click on the link, and it'll take me right to your classwork folder, and I'll be able to begin grading right away. So yeah, and so how do you do that? Well, if I'm Kyle, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my student account. Where is Kyle? And then I'm going to go to classwork, double click it. I'm here in the classwork folder, and I go ahead and copy the URL at the top. I open up the links document, and I'm going to do that, right? And then I'm going to do the same thing for homework and the same thing for assessments. Yeah, so that's about it. Thanks.